Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a fantabulous couple in love that loves reacting to some Frieren.
Yes, we do.
So this is season 2, episode 10, the season 2 finale.
Can't believe it.
I know. Sad that's only not even half the episodes of season 1. But we're here and enjoy the season. Let's see how it ends.
Can't believe this is the end.
For now. Keep up with some Patreon. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Looks like it keeps going forever from up here. I can't even see all the way to the bottom.
It's a 3,000 meter drop.
Oh.
The climb may have felt slow, but the elevation here is immense.
You've been here before, so how do we cross it?
Every now and then there's a big gust of wind.
Again with the crossing, again with the wind.
If we head upstream, we could cross at the river, but we would have to forge through a treacherous mountain range, a lengthy and dangerous detour. Either way, at this rate, it's going to take us a bare minimum of 2 weeks to safely cross the canyon.
My feet can't take it.
Not like we have any other choice, right?
I imagine it's in the final stages.
What's in the final stages?
A bridge?
For now, let us continue upstream. If we're lucky, we'll
Something
come
that
upon a nifty shortcut.
Started when she first began her journey. Probably. But yeah, I would think a bridge.
Our shortcut.
I had a good feeling.
There's a
beautiful.
bridge? You should have led with that.
At last. Looks like he's finished it.
One man?
Seems your bridge project was a success.
Indeed.
You know him?
This is Gaen, the skilled dwarven carpenter who spent the past 2 centuries building this bridge.
Holy shit!
Wow.
I assumed that meant it was still in progress, and perhaps we would find you in the last stretch.
Frieren, there is still one more problem for me to solve.
Oh! Ha! Solved!
Some merchants came through on their journey to the so-called Golden Land. They were blown over the side, wagon and all. You can slay them, but they'll only keep coming. They've built a nest and made this canyon their playground. In doing so, they've rendered my bridge useless. Fortunately, the nest is located on this side.
You only spent 200 years on it.
Could you help me solve my problem?
It's fine.
As for payment,
A spell that lets you flip pancakes perfectly.
Yes!
I have all the ingredients. A breakfast of dreams is just one chore away.
Hell yeah.
you have a deal.
He knows how to get her.
Yep. I love the writers coming up with these, fun little things with a grimoire.
Even Fern looks excited about that grimoire.
Yeah.
Watch where you step. Your bodies would be impossible to find.
Don't make any more work for me.
Why did Gaen take it upon himself to build a bridge here in the first place?
I see. So it's still under construction. That's a shame.
Do you know when it will be finished?
I'm not sure it will ever be. I ran out of funds. Doesn't that sting?
Why are you so determined to build a bridge out here?
In a happier time, this is where my village sat. Still would if it weren't for the demons. Unfortunately for us, the closest army was stationed in a city across the canyon. This bridge could have saved them, but too little too late. Should have thought to build it sooner. This is a lot of money. Thank you, but I can't accept this. I have nothing suitable to offer you in exchange.
Finishing the bridge. That's suitable.
You have this bridge.
You're a human. By the time I finish construction, you'll have died of old age.
Then Frieren will accept your repayment. At least 1,000 years. Build it to last.
That I can do.
Just one guy.
I know.
Wow.
200 years. Oh, he had to be a union.
I would hope so. I hope you get fair pay and benefits. Aw, nice passersby.
The one guy kind of had Stark's clothes a little bit.
Pancakes!
Pancakes.
No, I want pancakes.
If only he had a spell. Like, he can let you flip them perfectly.
Exactly.
It's a good looking bridge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
What now? Do you have any other big projects ahead of you?
I'm building my piece. A quiet life in my village.
That's amazing news, Gayan. This calls for celebration.
Frieren, 200 years is more than enough time for a village to be built anew.
Of course.
Nice.
Is something wrong?
We may or may not be low on travel funds.
Mistress, you can't keep wasting all our money.
Not like it matters now. What are we buying in the middle of a snowfield?
Don't you worry. I have just the solution. We're changing course. Prepare your pockets.
All right, boys, let's get out there and give it all we've got!
Where have you taken us this time?
Stark is correct that it's a camp for adventurers, those seeking holy snow crystals.
Holy snow crystals?
It's a mineral produced in the snowfields of this region. They're used to create magic potions.
I get what we're doing. Now ready your pickaxes, ladies, because these holy snow crystals aren't gonna mine themselves.
You've seen so much, yet remain so naive.
I love that he did that.
Have you ever been to a marketplace that caters exclusively to adventurers? You'll find it very interesting. Now look closer.
A whole silver for a loaf of bread? That's more than 10 times the market price.
For their clientele is as rich as they are hungry. Mining is hard work, but their bounties are worth their weight in gold.
Let's change careers.
There are two primary reasons holy snow crystals sell for such a high price. The first of which is their rarity. The second reason is that this region is teeming with savage monsters.
Judging by what they charge for bread, monster slaying requests would fetch a rather hefty reward.
Right as always, Fern.
Once you've slain the beast, please set up an anti-personnel barrier.
Anti-personnel?
I don't want the wrong people getting too close.
I'm grateful for the work, but an anti-personnel barrier feels like a fairly unusual request.
If you wish to claim a plot of land but lack the resources to begin, an anti-personnel barrier is your best option. In any case, we have a monster to slay. There it is.
It's beautiful.
Let's get to work.
Oh! All right, you want to play?
It's quick.
Let's play. Calling friends? Or no? Oh! She got your back.
Dang, it's so fast.
Stark, run. It's the first step of my plan.
That I can do.
Sniper Fern.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Look how freaking high up she is. You're right. I mean, that is a crazy sniper ability. And you know exactly where the dog is.
Wow.
Sniper Fern.
Mistress Frieren?
Quiet.
Oh
Great. Had to
my
worse.
god.
He had a family.
I have the energy to carry you two and run if we want to go that route.
Far too late for that.
We're surrounded.
Holy crap.
Think you have enough mana, Fern?
I should fare just fine.
I've no other choice.
Okay. Basically, you take care of the big guy?
Yeah. These aren't as formidable as the leader.
It was clear they were moving somewhere, so we followed them to find out where and why. We weren't expecting to find you three.
Of course not, though we appreciate the help.
We've done nothing compared to you. Master Norm says that we're in your debt, that you have done much to help our cause.
I suppose this makes us even.
Farewell.
Even if it's little by little, the northern plateau is changing.
It's long past sunset, huh?
How about we set up camp here tonight?
Oh, it looks like a lovely place to set up camp. I mean, pretty cool sunrise.
Mistress Frieren, time to wake up. Come see this.
Just 5 more hours.
Yeah.
It's worth waking up for.
Frieren snoozes 5 hours.
The way the light shimmers through the crystals.
Oh, wow.
The vein is beautiful in the morning sun.
You're right.
Oh, nice segue.
We only made a detour to bolster our travel funds. I wasn't expecting to come upon such a feast for the eyes.
It's beautiful.
This is more than enough reason to see our quest through to the end. If we defeat the Demon King, a time will come when anyone can enjoy this beautiful sight.
It really is beautiful.
Yet soon enough, it will be broken into rubble by human hands. It's a bit sad, but no one can stop the march of time. Take it in. Once you have, we'll erect the barrier and head back.
Here's your reward. I'm just relieved we can finally preserve the vein.
So you aren't intending to mine it later?
No, it's
It was
beautiful.
in my childhood here that I decided my fate. One glimpse of that beautiful sight, and I knew I wanted to become an adventurer.
Nice.
Protecting other people's homes is an important job, huh?
Yes, it is. The more I look back on it now, the surer I am that Master Heiter protected my home too. It's true that war left my physical home in ruins. Even so, because of him, I have the precious memories.
Those are what count. When I told you the story about me fleeing my home, you didn't let it impact your opinion of me in the slightest. You continued to believe in me. Nothing's changed. You always encourage me and push me forward. Why?
Because that's what Mistress Frieren would do. Mistress Frieren, you know the prices here are astronomical, yet you went shopping?
A magic item like this is a rare find.
I had a feeling this would happen, so I hit our cut of the reward.
Good.
Seriously?
You never let me down, Fern. And that is why you are my student.
Just beaming. It's funny because she didn't want, what's her face petting Frieren.
Yep.
Well, shall we be off then?
This is Adel, a second-class mage. She specializes in mental magic.
Hey.
I asked her to accompany me so she could re-examine the area. She obtained some new information. Information you, for one, will surely find valuable.
Duncan, your hand. I'll transfer the memories to you.
Go ahead. Your duty is straightforward. Maintain and manage the barrier surrounding the Golden Land. That is your charge. You shall do nothing more and nothing less.
Her grave is just a hole in the ground.
I'm aware.
He intends to die.
Yet I feel a touch of envy, for never in my wildest dreams would I defy Mistress Zedia. The final and the strongest of the Seven Sages awaits him. Macht of the Golden Land. The valiant Denkin shall fight to the bitter end to save his gleaming home. Fate pulls him, like he's the hero in a fairy tale.
Okay, setting up season 3. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Man, so what I loved about, just Frieren in general, but like just especially in this episode is just the appreciation of the natural beauty of the world and like just taking time to appreciate that, whether it's, stopping in your journey in life to appreciate it, like waking up a little bit early so you can catch that. And yeah, so I just love that Frieren like highlights those moments, and the guy that hired them wanted to preserve that beauty and, have so that other people can see it. And some things are just truly priceless.
Sorry, it took Bucky a minute to get comfortable.
It's okay.
There. Yeah, kind of building off of that. The other thing about Frieren that I love, so we're watching a lot of excellent content, Frieren being among them. But I think of like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, when like those series or those seasons end, it's like it's usually a big battle against a very key opponent, and there's a cliffhanger going into the next season, and it follows. While those shows are wonderful because they surprise me, there is a structure that is familiar in terms of how they build and like where they leave us at the end of the season. What I really loved about Frieren with this was this really was just more of the journey.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, we had a great battle at the end against this very impressive three-tailed wolf creature and whatnot, but it's not like we got one of the big demons, right? It was more a continuation, and we've always talked about how Frieren really takes its time. But I think this too, not feeling like the pressure of having to follow traditional structure, and not feeling the pressure of having to deliver some big thing perhaps before they were ready to, and really just trusting, no, everybody who watches understands that we're on a journey. They're here for this journey. We take our time. We don't rush things, and we don't lean into the drama for the sake of it. We tell our story. And it's just so different from a lot of the content that's out there, and even life, right? Like, all of us are so busy. We've kind of like made this pride out of being overscheduled and under-rested and whatnot. You know, and it's constantly like on to the next thing. We hardly ever take time to ourselves. We hardly ever enjoy silence. It's not enough to have one screen going. You have your second screen going. Like, you know, we're so in a world of fast and instant gratification and on to the next. And so with Frieren, the idea that it really does just let the story unfold, and you're going to come with us on the journey. And it doesn't have to all be heart-pounding adrenaline, but it can just be a story with relationships and quirky characters. I loved all of that. And they still did wind up giving us a familiar structure bit and teasing next season, which does sound like it will be very big and intense and heart-pounding. I mean, Denkin's going to face the big demon of the Golden Lands and expects to die. So, you know, they take their time, but they also don't, like, it's not that they're incapable of delivering those bigger moments. They definitely are. They just don't feel the pressure to do it in a traditional structure when we all may expect them to.
Yeah, I couldn't have said that better myself.
I don't know. I kind of rambled a little. He probably could have.
No, that was great. You're on a roll. Like, that was good. And yeah, I mean, I really don't have much more to add to that. Enjoyed season 2. I didn't enjoy as much, obviously, season 1, because we just got more of season 1. And like, also season 1 was like so surprising what Frieren was for us. It was like, you know, a show that was recommended and chosen by our patrons. And I had no idea what, you know, going into it, what it was going to be about. And so was pleasantly surprised because it was so different than other stuff that we reacted to before. So kind of this one, like, I knew going into it. I guess like my favorite is the sniper that Fern became, and just how impressive she was with her magic and her moments. I mean, not only in this one, but then when like she was having a really tough time with that demon in the mist and the fog or whatever went away, and then took him out like that.
Yeah, that was, I mean, the way Fern has developed in her magic.
Yeah.
It's funny that she's sort of the mom of the group, and before she was the mom and the student, but now as her magic has progressed, she really has kind of earned being the mom in so many ways, because it's very rare that Frieren seems to have any authority or status higher than Fern. If anything, it's kind of like Fern is the den mom. She has the highest authority and she keeps everybody in line. And
yeah,
you know, even though Frieren's the most magically gifted, still, even Frieren's like, well, they need a first class mage. You got this. Like, I'm gonna go chill, you know?
Yeah.
So even Frieren, which I say that knowing it's not at all laziness, I think it's her style of teaching, that she's like, you know, trial by fire. I know you can do this. Now you need to know you can do this. It's just, it's kind of funny how the table has kind of shifted, you know, from Frieren sitting at the head of it to now it really feels like Fern's at the head of it.
I also really like the fact that like they gave us the romance in the date episode with Stark and Fern, because then we saw that like brewing in the first season, and like there's like, okay, let's do it. And the date didn't go great. Like it went, like they told it really well as far as like what, you know, awkward first date can be, especially when you're young. But like that didn't dominate season 2. Like it was just kind of that was it. And then, you know, maybe some little moments here and there, but like their love story didn't dominate season 2, which I kind of enjoy, because watching the opening credits, I kind of thought, I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be like, you know, end with a wedding with Fern and Stark, because that's kind of like the vibe that like it showed in the credits. But like, not that I would have like disliked that, but you know, I'm just kind of glad that they allow for, I don't know, so much more to happen just than that. Like, but while still giving us that romance.
Yeah, I like the fact that the romance was there. I I think it's still there, but it's not the end all be all. I think that's another part of that structure thing that we've come to expect, right? Every great story has to have a romance, and like it kind of feels like you rarely see entertainment that is purely friends or purely family without there being the introduction of a love interest to one or more characters, you know, pretty early on and pretty consistently. And so the fact that this one had that date didn't go great, could have gone better. We didn't get like 4 episodes beyond it of like the drama of it. And it didn't go well. And does he like me? Does she like me? I don't know. This is awkward. Like, it was sort of like, hey, this could have gone better. Maybe next time. And we're moving on. Yeah.
All right. So we will now wait for season 3 whenever that comes out. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey with Frieren. And yeah.
I can't believe we have to wait. Just like normal people.
We're not used to that. Yeah.
We're so lucky that always everybody's recommending stuff to us, and it's because it's been out for a bit, and now we have to wait like everybody else. All those times when everyone's like, you wouldn't believe having to wait a year like we did, and we're like, yeah, thank God we don't.
Yeah, like some plebe, we gotta wait now. God.
And now here we are.
Here we are. We're just like you. So let us know your thoughts about this down below in the comments, and thanks so much for watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End with us. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.